my friends. I'm Darth Paradigm. What you see before you is my small, modest collection of RevanSabers. I wish I had more. If I had all the money in the world, I probably would have bought most of them. But so far, this is the state of my collection. Now, that's probably going to change with the coming of May the 4th. The only company I plan on hitting up for anything is RevanSabers. They've got some special things, planned. And yeah, it is what it is. That's my plan. That's the extent of what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start from left to right with the first saber that I bought, and then with the last three sabers that I bought. You saw my unboxings, perhaps, and I'll pay particular attention to the last three because this will sort of be the review for those hilts. And I'll give you some close-ups and you can see what they're all about. The first saber that I bought from RevanSabers was just purchased straight off the site, and this is Razorak. And you can tell it's a pretty heavily weathered and worn hilt. But as with most RevanSabers, it's very comfortable in the hand and very well balanced. And that's really a prize of my collection. Now, this one has a red LED, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to display the sabers all lit up at the end of this video. So, moving on to the next hilt, we have Paradigm. And this was the first custom commissioned saber that I acquired from RevanSabers, and you can see the pommel actually says in Arabic, it says Paradigm. And again, another weathered saber. I'm a weathered saber fan. I like my sabers a little bit beat up and used. Some people like them pristine. Some people like them shiny. I don't mind shiny, but I definitely like them to look like they've actually been used in combat. Not just me. So, now we're moving on to what I'm just calling my twins. And these are basically my second custom commission. And this one was a doozy. So these are supposed to be Bastille Sean's hilts. And they do combine to form a saber staff, which I will show you in probably the next cut, right after I've shown you everything here. You can see he beveled the ends of the hilts there, so they kind of touch up against each other smoothly. And I have to say, these hilts are some of the most comfortable hilts I've ever held. The twins. They're all comfortable. They're all ridiculously comfortable. But the twins, especially so. They're perfectly balanced. They feel like you're holding actual lightsabers. They have the weight, but they're not too heavy. And, yeah. I'm honored to own them. So, I forgot to mention that Paradigm has the cyan LEDs. The twins here are supposed to have yellow, but I find them to be more of an amber colored LED setup. So let me get in and show you twin number 2, or this could be twin number 1. They're more or less identical. I find that one's just about a 32nd of an inch longer than the other. That's mostly due to some of the spacing of the sections, which I actually kind of like. I don't need them to be identical to one another. So you can see they're weathered, but they're more or less pristine. And there's kind of a sheen, a coating on the surface, which makes them really smooth in the hand. And again, to reiterate, insanely comfortable. And last but not least is Varonis. This is my Shoto saber. This was a clean purchase right from the website. I bought this one mostly because I could afford it and I thought it was beautiful. And this one is equipped with their UV, their ultraviolet LED setup, which is exceptional. Now I've come up with a backstory for this saber, which I won't bore you with here, but it sort of explains the history of this hilt and the origins of the Rebel Alliance symbol. So I'm going to hit these from the other side, and then I'll show you my twins all connected and everything. Just to clarify, for anybody that might be watching this video without any prehistory, RevanSabers is a saber company based out of the UK, and it's Jamie and Nick. They're a father and son pair, and every hilt that they produce is a one-off. There are no repeats. You might see some hilts that are similar, but each one is unique in its own right and has variations and the one thing I can't stress enough is that Jamie, who is the maker of the sabers, his skills just continue to grow, and you'll see with each iteration of hilts as they get released, and usually it's only 1 or 2 at a time. I've rarely seen more than maybe 4 available on their site before they're snatched up. Yeah, his skills are changing and evolving, and it kind of looks like he's gotten into a little bit of powder coating, if I'm not mistaken. That he's been using blue, and it's just gorgeous. So that being said, I'll put a link to the Etsy store, because that's where they reside, and yeah, you can visit them. They do custom work. You can call and talk to Jamie, and pretty much anything that you're looking for. If he can do it, if he feels they can do it, well, he'll get it done for you. Or you can just buy sabers right off their site. They do mystery boxes. They do a little bit of everything. So you should definitely check them out. So here we are. We're all illuminated. I think the batteries on the twins, the amber, they're looking a little long in the tooth, so I think I'll have to replace those soon. But you can see on the right, it's just a pure red. Second to the right is the cyan. The twins, those have the amber, and then there's the oddball here, the UV. Now the ultraviolet, to the naked eye, looks like a blue just bordering on the violet or the purple spectrum. But to the camera just sees the UV. It just sees the ultraviolet. And it's spectacular. It's such a strange effect. Now I've been told that this particular LED color would work exceptionally well with a photon blade. So that is something that I will try at some point. So don't doubt me in that. If I failed to mention that these are all stunt sabers, that's why you're not hearing a damn thing. They're not muted. They come naturally muted. They are pre-muted. RevanSabers currently just does stunt sabers. Their hilts are equipped with battery packs that use 3 AAA batteries. So they don't use rechargeable batteries yet. Who knows what the future's going to hold. The company's always changing and evolving. I absolutely love these. All 5 of these things are just completely amazing. I decided to show you guys how the twins combine. It's a pretty easy process. They give you a special size Allen key, and you just have to pop out the pommels out of each end. And once you get that done, okay, you have this little aluminum and or steel. I'm not exactly sure what the material is. And what you do is you just sort of find the middle point, okay? And you slide this in there, if you can. If I can get it to go in, there we go. Gotta get there's a little string tab. You gotta get that to go in there. And once you get lined up where you want it, approximately, just tighten it. Probably would work best to tighten it up quite a bit. It is, after all, a saber staff. Not enough to strip any screws or damage anything. You don't want to strip the screws, nor do you want to strip the the part where the Allen key inserts into the screws. But they're pretty robust screws, and I haven't had any issues with them. Unlike the screws that some companies use, which are really, really chintzy. I'm not going to name names, but so you can get really uptight, and you can line up the switches with a ruler if you want. I'm just going to sort of get them as tight as I can. First off, I have to. It's a little bit tricky because actually, you can probably just line up the screw holes. Yeah, I haven't done this yet, so. And let's see. Get this nice and tight together. And see if we can make this work. There we go. Yeah, that's probably about as tight as I need it to be. So there we go. Let's see. So, not too bad. Not too bad. You can kind of see it against me, the backdrop. It's really securely together, and you're not going to have any issues, I should think. With heavy combat, yeah, there might be some issues, but I'm not exactly sure if I would. I suppose I would use these if I ever got a chance to duel. I have no practical skills with a double-bladed saber, but one of these days I'll get outside and I'll swing this thing around, and who knows, maybe it'll get good. Anyway, let me show you this thing lit up, and then we'll wrap up the video. Yeah. There you have it. Look how big that thing is. I haven't measured this yet. I don't have a tape measure handy. But I believe the blades are probably 32 inches. And the hilts are probably about 13 inches. So, yeah, it's well over 90 inches long. 90 inches of saber staff goodness. Look at that. There you have it. And I'm hoping to have some more to show you pretty soon. Once the 4th of the May the 4th festivities, partying, after all the dust is settled and everyone starts getting their sabers in. Hopefully I'll have at least one. I might actually buy just a regular store hilt from them too, and I don't know. Depends on how much money I have available. So anyway, I just want to thank everyone for watching. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. And I hope the force is with you. Hope everyone's doing well. And please, if you can, please subscribe to my video. Or my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like my video. Share it if you're so inclined. And, you know, I'm trying to make my channel grow, but yeah, it's a little bit challenging these days. But on that note, hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.